Today, again, market in the international market remain muted, marginally down. Even the futures are also marginally down, and Asian markets are also indicating some negative trend. Uh, Basically, market in the international markets are looking now. The results in the US market are over, more of over, and most of the result came ahead of expectations. But the expectation was quite low. The expectation was that the PAT will come down by almost around 5 to 7%. Against that, the PAT has declined by around 2 to 3%. So this is what that's why the result were ahead of expectations. But going forward, the indications are that though economy has not slowed down to the extent it was expected, but it is continued to do so. Means in the sense going forward also there is no reversal. The economy will see some slowdown. So the now result event is getting over there, and thereafter more of a broader economy outlook will impact the market. Apart from that, the debt ceiling which is got hit, and now the government there has to increase the ceiling. That sentimental has put some pressure. But generally, what we had seen in the past that all these debt ceilings get cleared towards the end of their deadline. So nothing to worry in that case, but sentiments are a bit impacted. Apart from that, even the commodities are also a bit commodities. Though oil is a bit soft at down by around $1, but other commodities are showing positive indication. Iron ore and steel both are up by around 1.5%. Apart from that, I'll take a few results first. Sorry, first let the technical team get completed their part, and then we'll start with the results.
Okay, thank you. So, good morning, all of you. This is Swati. Today, the market is likely to open on a flattish note, and we're likely to witness some sideways momentum during a day. Nifty has managed to maintain a positive closing above 18,300 levels on Friday, which is a very uh, relief sign on the market basis as such. On the technical front, as of now, 18,240 will act as a strong support level. If it surpasses that level on the downside, then we might witness some fall towards 18,150 to 18,040 levels on the downside. Whereas on higher side, 18,370, 18,440 will act as a crucial resistance levels. So we are likely to witness some sort of a profit bookings at the higher levels. Now coming towards the bank nifty for today intraday purpose, the first resistance is placed at 43,970. If it's cleared at level, then 44,200, 44,300 levels can be seen on the higher side. On the flip side, 43,430 and 43,120 are the crucial supports we need to keep eye on. Coming towards the Nifty Finance, 19,370, 19,250 are the supports levels for today intraday purpose, whereas on high side, 19,600 and 19,780 are the crucial resistance level we need to keep eye on it. Coming towards the stock specific, HCL Tech really looks good on the technical front. The stock is well placed above all the important moving average. It has given the consolidation breakouts. So one should take a long positions. We believe that it has a potential to reach up to 1130 levels on the higher side. Currently, the stock is trading nearby its 1095.90 levels. So one can take a long position at the current market price as well with a stop loss of 1070 for a target of 1130. That's it from my end. I request Nirav to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. On the derivative front, the open interest is still at comfortable levels. Mostly, you see the data, it's not changed much. One thing that has changed was PCR. It shot up quite considerably. A lot of puts were written around the 18,000, 18,200 strikes. So that is a good sign. The VIX also remains around that 12 and a half, 13 levels now. It had increased a little from 11 odd to about 13 and a half. Because of this election now, once this announcement is out, VIX should again come down a little. So nothing to worry here as well. The FIs continue to be buyers in our markets. So all in all, data is positive. We might open down at the start, but we will see after the first half an hour that buying should emerge again, and stock should now continue to perform. On the stock specific front, looking at the data, the last weekend there was a major announcement, and that is why some of the stocks took a beating. But we believe stocks like GNFC should continue to perform in the near term, and GNFC, ONGC, Coal India, all of these PSU stocks look good at this point of time. Even Power Grid, there is something going on in PSUs. A lot of buying has gone in. We believe this momentum should continue in the months to come as well. From the other sectors, pharma sector witnessed some solid selling in the last couple of days, but most of the stocks should again pick up steam, and they continue to look good. They will continue to attract some more buying in the next couple of days. So look out for the same. Glenmark is one stock which witnessed tremendous open interest and price change. So it should continue to do well. Even now, DVs has seen a considerable hit. It's near the support levels, and open interest is not that aggressive. So we believe it should bounce back very soon going forward. Yeah. So that's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. Affle India has posted declining set of numbers both on the revenue and the margin front, with revenue declining by 5.4% QOQ and came in at 355 crore. Even EBITDA margin declined and came at 19.4% versus QOQ of 21.4%. Stock is trading at a PE of 38.5 times FY24 EPS. Kokyo Camlin has posted good set of numbers for the quarter, with revenue growing by 25.2% QOQ. Even EBITDA margin has improved and came in at 7.9% versus QOQ of 5.2%. Stock is trading at a PE of 31.5 times TTM EPS. Sonata Software has posted okay set of numbers for the quarter. International IT services revenue came quite in line with expectation. Dollar revenue came in at 65.8 million versus expectation of 64 million. On consolidated front, revenue came in at 1913 crore, which is a dip of 15.4% QOQ. EBITDA margin came at 7.9% versus QOQ of 6.9%. Stock is trading at a PE of 22.7 times FY24 EPS. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Vedanta's result was above expectation, mainly due to higher volumes. EBITDA came in at 9,459 crores versus expectation of 8,356 crores. EBITDA margins stood at 25% versus expectation of 24%. The key thing to look forward will be how the company repays its debt. The company has to pay $750 million by the end of June, and overall $2 billion in FY24. The net cash of Hindustan Zinc is over, and the commodity prices are declining. So we'll have to wait and watch. The outlook is neutral on Vedanta. APL Apollo Tubes result was marginally above expectation. Sales volume stood at 650,000 ton versus 605,000 ton quarter on quarter. EBITDA per ton stood at 4,970 versus 4,510 sequentially. The company has commissioned its value-added structural tube capacity of 1 million ton at its Raipur plant. With this expansion, the company is now a 3.6 million ton structural tubes producer. These are value-added products and can fetch higher margins of around 6,000 to 8,000 EBITDA per ton. The company targets to increase its value-added share from 65% to 75% plus in the next 3 years. Besides this, the company is also setting up a structured tube facility in Kolkata and Dubai of 0.3 million ton and 0.4 million ton respectively through debottlenecking in its existing plants. The company has guided overall sales volume of 3 million ton in FY24 and 4 million ton for FY25. The incremental capacity from upcoming plants and debottlenecking, along with the addition of high margin products from Raipur unit, the company should result in strong volume growth and margin expansion going ahead. So the outlook is positive on APL Apollo. Kirloskar Ferrous Industries result was okay. Revenue came in at 1566 crores versus 1600 crores sequentially. EBITDA margin came in at 221 crores, down by 8.4% sequentially, mainly due to lower volumes as one of its blast furnace was closed for maintenance purpose. Margins came in at 14% versus 15% sequentially. The company has its con call today where further details are awaited. Thank you.
Good morning. VST Tellers and Tractors announced its result. The result has improved. Revenue came in at 323 crores, which grew by 51% sequentially and 48% on a YY basis. EBITDA margin came in at 16.9%, growing from 10.9% sequentially and 13.8% on a YY basis. This is despite commodity price increase and reduction in other income from the mark-to-market gain on investments. VSC has achieved the highest ever sales of power tillers at 38,247 units in FY23. Export of tractors is continuously growing and at 1,458 crores, 1,458 unit tractors for FY23. The stock is trading at a PE of 18.5 times FY24 EPS. Thank you.
Tata Motor came up with the numbers, and the numbers were more of a inline. Wherein, if we talk about JLR has reported revenue sales of around 95,000 units in wholesales, and which was more of an indicated by the company earlier. What the management has indicated that the sales volumes are likely to be more of a flattish, around 95,000 in the next 2 quarters because of the level of availability of the because of the short supply of the parts and all. And also, the order booking continue to remain strong at around 2 lakh vehicles against last month, and it was at around 2 lakh 5,000. So demand continue to remain strong because of the supply constraint. The supply of the or sales of the vehicle will be lower in JLR level. Margins, what they had indicated that in the current quarter, they had reported 6.5 EBIT margins, whereas for the full year, company is guiding for 6% EBIT margins, lower than what has been reported in the Q4. So JLR results in coming 1 or 2 quarters will be more of a similar to what has been achieved in this quarter. So uptick from here will be limited. Whereas standalone level CV result was comparatively better with higher margin, and passenger vehicle result was bit lower as compared on account of lower margins. Q1 is generally a soft quarter for India operation as well, wherein the CV sales in Q4 was very strong because of the change in the regulatory norms for BS6 2, and that has led to pre-buying of a lot of trucks in the Q4, which will lead to lower demand in Q1. So again, Q1 result in for Tata Motor will be at standalone level will also be soft. So overall, seems like what has been achieved in this quarter will be a peak results, and from here on, the further growth from this result can be seen in the second half of the year. So, no doubt outlook for longer period is positive, but for the near term, it looks like the stock can remain in a sideways, or the performance can be neutral in near term. Then Sapphire Food, the master franchisee of KFC and Pizza Hut, has reported the numbers, and the results were below expectations. The sales came a bit lower as compared to expectation, and have declined by around 6% quarter on quarter, grew by around 13% year on year. Uh, EBITDA margin also saw some lower than expectation at 17.5 versus last quarter 18.2 and last year 20.1. In fact, EBITDA margin got impacted because of the lower sales than the planned by the company, and also because of the high inflation in uh, milk product, that is cheese and all, for them. So that has resulted into lower EBITDA margins. So demand environment which got impacted in post Diwali continued in this quarter, that is the fourth quarter. But there are some sign of revival in April, and quite possible that this is the holiday season which can support the revival of the growth in the near term. And also the commodity prices, like prices of the milk product, are now stable, not increasing further, and some of the product commodity prices are now seeing some softness also. So overall seems near term can remain sideways, but the long term outlook for Sapphire Food is positive. Then DLF has reported good booking numbers at around 8,500, which is one of the uh, very high numbers. Company has reported last year's fourth quarter numbers of 2,700 and last quarter 2,500. So the booking was very strong, and this is need to be watched. Though if we compare it on a profitability front, their profitability was a bit lower than expectations. But in the real estate sector, one need to watch how is the fresh booking, and the fresh booking was very strong for the DLF, and as such result was good. Then data pattern has come up with the numbers, and numbers were a bit lower than expectations. Management has indicated that this time the sales will not be bulky in fourth quarter. It will be distributed over a period. As such, initial three-quarter numbers were substantially higher than last year, but fourth quarter has come lower than expectations. Quite possible that because of this result, share may see some correction, but if any good or substantial correction is there, then data pattern can be a buying opportunity as the long-term growth continue to remain strong. And also, if we see year-on-year growth in the revenue is also very strong, and also order booking has also seen strong movement. Then Avenue Super Smart has come up with the numbers, and these numbers were below expectations, mainly on account of impact on account of lower margins. Margin came in at 7.6% versus expectation of 8.1%. We are seeing that the margin in the Avenue Super Smart continue to remain soft in last 2-3 quarters. Revenue growth continue to remain reasonably okay at 20% year on year. Then Navin Fluorine has reported very good numbers, so ahead of expectations. Revenue came in at around 700 crores, which was up by around 70% year on year and 24% quarter on quarter. This was mainly because of their one of the plant which has started supplying, and it was developing for Honeywell, and that plant has started contributing in this quarter fully, though it was started in the last quarter. So that has resulted into substantial increase in the revenue for Navin Flooring. Also, EBITDA margin also seen also seen an improvement at around 28.9% versus expectation of 27.6%. Share is available but costly at around 48 times, but this company has consistently performed very well, are likely to continue to journey same way, and access looks positive from here. Now I'll hand it over to commodity team.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. In today's session, we might witness some pullback in precious metals and gold. One can, for a trading purpose, one can buy for a pullback if it is holding 60,700 levels. So buying around 60,800 to 750 is recommended, and maintain a strict stop loss of 60,650. On upside, prices should be kept at 61 100 to 61 200. So again, selling pressure could be witnessed from 61 100 to 200 levels. So again, one can sell and maintain a stop loss of 61 450. On downside, again, 60,700 and 500 seems to be a good supportive area. So one can cover around these levels. Silver also pullback is expected after the sharp correction. So buying around 73,000 and maintaining a stop loss of 72 400. On upside, 73 700 to 74 300, whereby we expect profit taking again, and those could be selling around uh, once the prices are attaining 73 74 300 levels. So selling pressure could come in from these levels. Uh, Crude oil prices are weak, but prices are expected to test 56 50 to 5600. Selling around 5800 is recommended, and maintaining a stop loss of 58 80. Natural gas prices are expected to rise, and one can initiate a buy around 185 to 84 levels. Maintain a stop loss of 177, and on upside we expect prices to test 200 levels. So one can also initiate a 190 call or 200 calls. Um, in metal, prices are trading weak, and one should sell around copper. One should sell around 730 and maintain a stop loss of 735. Uh, Prices are expected to test 720 on lower end. Zinc also prices are weak below 232. So as long as it is holding down below 232, prices are expected to test 225 on lower end. That's it from me. I'll ask Utkarsh to take over from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Very good morning, all of you. For the trading purpose on USD INR, one can initiate a long position within a range of 82.919 to 82.15 levels with a stop loss of 82.09 for the target of 82.35 and 82.40 levels, and one can initiate also short position on the higher levels in the range of 82.40 to 82.45 levels with a stop loss of loss of with a strict stop loss of 82.57 levels for the target of 82.36 and 82.28 levels. In JBP INR, one can initiate a short position if we get any pullback around 102.68 to 102.76 levels for the target of 102.35 and 102.28 levels for the stop loss of 102.91 levels. In Euro INR, one can initiate a short position if we get any pullback around 89.60 levels with a stop loss of 89.75 levels for the target of 89.25 and 89.15 levels. Thank you.